You love the Dorito Locos taco at Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
But
Yes.
you find out one day that the Dorito Locos taco really is just horse meat. Would you stop
and that
eating
was
it?
a rumor. No, that was a rumor, and I was perfectly fine with that. Like I got no issue with that. I mean, maybe I get a free glue stick when I go through and get that along with my meal, but no, it didn't make any problem.
No, it doesn't affect me either. Like if that's what IKEA meatballs are, then more power to them. They're delicious.
If they taste good, whatever.
Whatever. Right? I mean, I guess there'd be lines there. Did you ever see that billboard and it had like 4 animals on it? And it's 6 animals and it says, "Where do you draw the line?" And it was like cat, dog, horse, rabbit, and then it went into like chicken, cow, that kind of stuff. Like, where do you draw the line? I don't know. Maybe
No, I haven't seen that.
I'm not.
Somebody drew the line just after the rabbit. I'm like, actually, rabbits are pretty delicious. They shouldn't be a pet.
Really?
I've gone like to those wild game dinners, and no, I pretty much need to stick with straight up farm animals. When you get into like elk and eagle or no, like,
You ate eagle?
because there's a lot of eel in
Oh,
in
you
Michigan.
said eel. I thought you said eagle.
No,
Like, I bet you a bald eagle would be delicious. If we're just speaking.
Did you ever have the breast of an eagle?
I thought you
Did you
said
say-
eagle.
did you say beagle?
I bet you beagles would be good too, actually. Oh, man. I bet you eagles really do taste delicious because that's why they hide them from you. That's why they protect them, because somebody somewhere knows that eagles are damn delicious.
Well, you have to look at their diet. Look at the things that they're eating.
Yeah, small animals. They're like a carnivorous animal, right?
Yeah,
That's a big word.
I
for
think
me.
so. I don't know. They fly really high.
Fish. If ducks are delicious, I've had duck before and I thought that was good. And chickens are delicious. What I think an eagle's just like a beefier version of chicken, and they're like, I bet you those things are like little flying prime ribs. Now that you talk about, I bet you they're delicious. God, I want to eat an eagle.
Don't say that.
I
Scout.
can say it is.
He did get kicked out of the Boy Scouts for eating a brownie.
Oh my goodness!
That's
eagles
going to hell for that. Going to hell for that. You want to know what surprises me that was good was alligator.
Yeah, alligator's good.
When we had that in Florida, the alligator bites is great. They're great.
I'd eat an alligator again, but I don't know how you would.
Take it out the dinner first.
Right. I don't know how you'd compare it to an eagle.
Eagle's like an 80-pound turkey. Big old turkey.
Yeah, I bet
Can't
you
even
say
fit
an
it in your
8?
oven.
You say like an 8-pound turkey? Is that what you said?
80.
No, I don't
80.
think an 80
Probably
pound
couldn't even
turkey.
fit it.
I don't think.
It'll be delicious.
Yeah, the eagle's like an 80-pound turkey.
I wonder what the weight of an actual eagle is. Weight.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's not the same weight as a flying Yugo.
Average
No.
eagle. How
Are you
big
looking
is
it up?
Yeah, I'm looking it up. A bald eagle's. It's the same. It's just a turkey. It's between 6 and 14 pounds. What the hell?
You know, before I moved,
No.
when I moved to Michigan here, I had never seen like a wild turkey, and I don't mean like the kind that's on the bottle. And they're freaking huge. So
Oh, yeah.
I was driving like I don't know if you know what an old little MR2 Toyota MR2 86 thing is basically just a tiny little wedge like you would put under a door. And I was going out. I worked out in Merrill at the time and taking the back roads, Freeland Road or Tittabawassee Road or whatever. And you get into those wooded areas and you get these large turkeys coming out. And I'm not shitting you at all. There's a bunch of turkeys coming out, and the one that is the Tom or whatever he's called, that sucker is looking eye to eye with me over the top. And I'm thinking, if I hit him, my car's going to crumble. It's going to be like a Coors Light can, because that thing is huge and they're solid.
Yeah. Well,
They look mean.
friends of ours
Yeah, I heard they're
hit
mean.
a pack of them. They come across the road at the last second. He hit them, and it caused some pretty extensive damage to his like Ford Excursion, like a big full size truck, and it caused some damage. Those turkeys are.
They like dare you to hit them. You don't have the balls, bitch. Let's see what you got. Bring that car.
Show me what you're working with. You
You
think
can hear the
hitting,
Western music whistle.
you think hitting a deer is bad? You should try these turkeys around here.
I will say that Michigan has to have the slowest animals on the face of the planet. I've never seen so many dead animals on the side of the road.
Do you think that that's an issue? Because I noticed that too when I went. So here's two conversations about that. When I was in California, when I went there for a conference, there's no dead animals on the side of the road. Nowhere. Like, it's not a thing. Is it because there's not as many animals in the area, or do they have a better plan for getting them off the road faster?
I think there's just not as many animals. Or they're just fat. I mean, but were you counting the homeless people too?
No, there's a lot of homeless
Yeah.
people. Like
Yeah.
for every dead deer here, there's 300 homeless people there.
Yeah.
The homeless people get up and move. The dead deer, they keep them on the side of 75 for at least 2 months before
Right.
they come get them.
The other thing that makes me always think about that when I see like a dead deer on the side of the road, I'm just thankful that they have some sort of system in place for humans. You know what I mean? Like, you're walking through Kroger, you stroke out, and they're like, just push them off to the side of the road. Somebody will come pick them up later. Like, I'm glad
you ever
they have
seen
some
one of
system set up.
Have you ever seen one of those being removed? Because I
A
haven't.
dead guy in Kroger or a dead animal?
Yeah, both of those. No, like a dead deer or something that's on the side of the road. Have you ever seen it being removed?
No, I never have.
I haven't either. They just disappear.
Who does it?
I don't know, but that's why I want to see. So, like, next time you see one, and because our jobs keep us so busy right now, we should probably just go out and find one and just camp out and
And just
to
wait
see.
for it.
Wait. We'd be there longer than this whole COVID-19 would last because they don't come get them. They disintegrate into the ground almost.
That route that I used to take when I worked out in Merrill with doing that farm road stretch, and I'd see all of these dead animals, and just because I'm demented and I had more time on my hands than I should have, I used to throw like old beer cans and hard alcohol bottles and stuff into the trunk of my car, and then when I'd come across these animals, I would throw some of the cans and things around them, and I have all these Polaroid photos, and started a website called Dead Drunk Critters. It was taking pictures so that these animals looked like they were just drunk.
That's funny.
Apparently, the Department of Sanitation will handle the dead animals, and in one city, this is in L.A., I think, lacitysand.org, roadkill removal is typically handled by one part-time employee who works 4 days a week.
And he has to bring his own shovel.
That's all he does. What do? I pick up roadkill down on the road. That's nice.
That's crazy.
Well, hey, this was fun.
I think it's
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
I think we went down enough
Yeah, that was
rabbit
good.
holes. I think today's a 37-minute project, and
I don't
you
even
can.
know where we started. Did
No.
we finish up the candy bars? Were we good with candy bars?
Yep. We
Yeah,
finished
you
it
picked
up.
3 terrible ones. So yeah,
One of them was the same one you picked.
what? Mr. Goodbar.
I did a
yeah,
Mr. Goodbar,
That's
yeah.
true. That
Yeah, so you
Charles
can't say it.
Chew thing just kind of got me a little confused.
Those are great.
I gotta look it
Those are
up.
great. The vanilla ones, there's nothing worse than trying to get one of those. And actually, the other thing is Butterfingers. I love Butterfingers, but this time of the, with
I
all of this,
don't.
keep your hands out of your mouth. I can't do that because those things just pack in your teeth. And you gotta pick it. I gotta pick it.
I don't like Butterfingers. But the other thing that you just said that could take us down a rabbit hole is I actually prefer the vanilla Frosty rather than the chocolate Frosty.
Oh, then why would you do it?
Seriously. You
Why
are
would you
not-
creamed? It's
you're an
just
odd
creamed
human.
styrofoam. It's like those
Yeah.
packing pellets that are just put into some type of cream form. Why would you do that?
You're not even right, Charles. You're not
Well, I'm
right.
just telling you that's what I enjoy.
Okay.
Well,
I was
don't-
just
then
trying
I'm
to go
just
down
telling
the
you.
rabbit hole. I wasn't looking for criticism here.
Well, you totally walked into it with that.
Do you like the vanilla Frosty?
No, because I go for the chocolate. I didn't even know they had a vanilla one. They should take it off the menu.
I didn't even know they had one.
Take it off the menu. It's ridiculous.
I remember being at McDonald's when I was a kid, and my dad would take us because we were divorced, and that was the thing that he would do. And they would say, "Would you like it swirled?" No. Why would I want to do that? Why would I want half of my ice cream ruined by putting in the vanilla ice cream? Dumbass! I'm here for the chocolate. I could do vanilla anywhere.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't. I don't want to go on the record and say that I don't like the chocolate Frosty. I'm just telling you that I would prefer the vanilla one every now and then because it's a nice change.
You're an equal opportunity frosty eater.
Yep. Yep.
Congratulations to you.
Very, very, very polite there, Charles. Very polite.
Okay.
So then, are you a Slurpee guy?
No. I think Slurpees just taste like flat pop. I don't like them.
Charo, Doyle.
Cherry. Sometimes
All right,
I like Coke mixed with it.
Then if you go to the Speedway, because you get people that are like, well, no, you have what is it, Slurpee, and then you have Slushy, what the off-brand of it.
Yep.
And,
well, I could take or leave a Slurpee. Doesn't matter to me.
I am a mixed pina colada with the Coke.
Really?
Oh, that sounds a good one. That
Yes.
sounds like a good one.
That is good. And the thing is, I'm a Pepsi drinker, so it's really hard for me to drink Coke. But there's more caffeine in Coke, so that if I have like a 12-ounce Coke and a 12-ounce Pepsi, the Coke, man, I'll get monster jitters off of it.
Really?
There's definitely a caffeine difference between Pepsi and Coke.
I think Coke tastes better too.
No, I would disagree with that, but that's
I like both. I'm equal opportunity with Coke and Pepsi.
Sean's like, I put anything in my mouth. Let's just go.
I used to drink Diet Pepsi like it was going out of style when I was in school.
Gross.
And up until 6-7 years ago, I drank Diet Pepsi all the time. And then one day I just went, this tastes terrible. Oh, and they took the aspartame out of it. That pissed me right off. Stuff was delicious.
I can't understand why you would want to. That's the whole thing about diet. Why would you want to drink anything that has the word ass in it? No way.
It was delicious.
That.
It's 2020. It was delicious. And then they put sucralose in it, and it was terrible. Anyways, I do actually think we're done. I got nothing else to talk about.
Do you have anything planned for today?
No, I got a appointment tomorrow at Verizon, though. I've got that on my calendar for noon tomorrow. And
don't miss it.
Yeah, I've got that going on. And then somebody actually called me about a wine order yesterday, so that was kind of nice. I might actually have a little bit of business to do tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be a busy day. We're going to have to wrap this up by 10:30 so that I can get to that stuff.
Well, if it's as exciting as today, that shouldn't be an issue. How about you, Doyle? You got anything planned for the day?
No. Nothing.
We were all really kind of just banking on your nursery rhyme of the day, but you made bad decisions last night. Now we can't have a nursery rhyme.
I promised to not try and drink as much tonight.
I had the music bed ready to go. I was super excited, and then John says, "Oh, I don't have one. I got drunk last night. I can't do that."
I do have a song suggestion that I think would fit. I was thinking about songs that not a special one, but and you would know this. Who is it? Dan Baird. Do you know that name?
No,
he's an artist. He was the vocalist for Georgia Satellites.
Oh, okay.
And they had the song "No Huggy, No Kissy."
Yeah, a little hands to yourself. Yeah. What song are you thinking here?
Good. That one.
Oh, that one. That's the one.
That one. Yeah, that's the whole thing. I mean, yeah.
I think that's a licensed song. I think we might get shut down for that.
Yeah, that's going to be our biggest concern.
Yeah,
I'll add it to my collection.
You don't want to get shut down.
I have 3 season. No, I wouldn't mind having one of those. I have 3 cease and desist orders. I wonder what a different one for music would be. I'll have to try and find out what that would be.
Your best one was the Sesame Street T-shirt, though, right? I mean, that caused national news.
Well, yes, yeah, that one, and also the Oakland Raiders lost football team before I moved here. That one made it on SportsCenter and the cover of USA Today.
And it was a what shirt?
It was the. Do you remember? I'll tell you real quick. I'm sure I've told you, but you're going to be like, you're going to cut me off and say I already heard this. But
no, I've got all the time in the world. I'd hear all your stories again.
America's Most Wanted was formed by the dad. I think it's the dad of Polly Klaas, the girl that was kidnapped in Napa area. Do you remember that?
Correction. Okay. I think it was the dad of Adam. That Adam kid.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't make my story any worse, so that's okay.
Right.
But at I was like in my early 20s, and the Raiders had moved to LA, and I was a huge Oakland Raider fan. And that Polly Klaas case, you couldn't walk by a single business. Like if a business had 2 windows, it would have 2 of these posters in there as far as missing, last seen at here, wearing this and this, if found, please, call, whatever. And granted, as a parent now, I can
sympathize a little bit
with that. But as a 20-year-old that is tired, I was sitting in the break room where I was at work. I was working at a hardware store, and there's like 20 people in the break room, and they're talking about it. And I'm like, I get that she's probably a cute kid and that she's missing, but my football team is missing, and nobody gives a damn.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's super insensitive. So I create this T-shirt, and I thought that, and I've been told this goes back